Hey ladies, let's talk about period myths. The things we've all heard at some point but never really questioned. Can you get pregnant on your period? Does your period really stop in water? Is period blood actually dirty? So let's look at the spoiler alert. A lot of what we've been told about period is straight up false. So today we'll be busting some of the biggest period myths to help you separate fact from fiction. So before we get into it, if you are new, consider subscribing, turn on the post notification bell, and don't forget to like if you enjoy watching. Now let's get into it. So the first question is, you can't get pregnant on your period. Let's start with this one because it is dangerous misinformation. Can you get pregnant on your period? Yes, you can, and here is why. Sperm can live inside the body for up to 5 days. If you have a short cycle, like 21 to 24 days, you could ovulate soon after your period ends. If you have unprotected sex towards the end of your period and sperm stick around, you could release an egg just in time for fertilization. So if you are using your period as a safe zone for unprotected sex, girl, think again. Unless you are trying to take risks, use protection every time. Okay, so let's move on to the second myth. Your period stop in water. A lot of people think that when you get in a pool, shower or bathtub, your period just pause. But is this true? No. What actually happens is water pressure slows the flow, but it doesn't stop your period completely. If you sneeze, cough or move suddenly, you might notice a little leak. So as soon as you get out of the water, gravity brings everything back to normal. So if you want to swim during your period, wear a tampon, menstrual cup or period-proof swimwear to avoid surprises, okay? So let's move on to the third myth. Period blood is dirty. A lot of cultures treat period blood like it's something impure or disgusting, but here's the truth. Period blood is not dirty, it's just blood, uterine lining and vaginal fluids. Nothing toxic or harmful. Your period is actually a sign that your body is doing what it is supposed to do. Menstruation is a natural, healthy process, not something to be ashamed of. So let's stop the stigma and start normalizing periods for what they really are, a normal part of life. Okay, the fourth myth is you shouldn't exercise during your period. Says who? Some people believe you should avoid exercise when you are on your period, but actually working out can help relieve cramps and boost your mood. Light exercises like yoga, stretching or walking can ease period pain. Cardio workouts increase blood flow, which reduce bloating and discomfort. Exercise releases endorphins, aka happy hormones, to fight fatigue and mood swing. So if you feel up to it, get moving. But of course, listen to your body. If you need rest, take it. So the fifth myth is you lose a tons of blood during your period. If you feel like you are bleeding out, don't worry, you are not. The average person loses only 2 to 3 tablespoons of blood during their period. However, if you are soaking through pads or tampon every hour, passing large bloods, or feeling super weak and dizzy, you might have heavy menstrual bleeding. In this case, talk to a doctor to rule out conditions like fibroid or hormonal imbalance. Okay, so the sixth myth is this: sinking period with friend is real. You probably heard that if you spend enough time with your friends, your period will sync up. While it sounds cool, science says it's a myth. A 2006 study found no real evidence of menstrual syncing. What really happens is our cycles are different lengths, so sometimes they just overlap by coincidence. Hormones don't communicate between people like that. So if you and your bestie always seem to get your periods together, it's just luck or bad luck depending on how you see it. Okay, so The seventh myth: you can't have sex on your period. Can you have sex on your period? Yes, you can. It's all about personal preference. Some people find period sex reduce cramps due to the release of endorphins. Others avoid it because of the mess. Totally understandable. If you do have period sex, use protection. STDs can, spread more easily due to increased vaginal fluid. So it's really up to you and your partner. No right or wrong answer here. Okay, let's move on to the eighth myth: using a tampon can take your virginity. Let's be clear, virginity is a social concept, not a medical one. Using a tampon does not change anything about your virginity. The hymen is a thin tissue that can stretch or tear for many reasons, not just sex. Some people are born with very little hymenal tissue to begin with. So tampons are just for absorbing blood, not changing anything about your body's sexual status. So if you want to use tampons, go ahead. Don't let meat stop you from choosing what works best for you. So the next myth we are talking about is eating certain foods can make your period stop. Some people believe drinking lemon juice or eating certain foods can stop your period instantly, but the truth is no food can turn off your period. Certain food might, lighten your flow slightly, like ginger or pineapple, but they won't stop your period completely. Hormonal birth control is the only reliable way to pause or delay a period. So don't believe everything you hear. Your uterus follows biology, not diet trend. Okay? So the 10th myth: only women get periods. This is an important one. Not all women get periods, and not everyone who gets a period identifies as a woman. Some people with PCOS or hormonal conditions don't menstruate regularly. Trans men and non-binary people can also have periods. Menstruation is about biology, not gender identity. Let's respect and support everyone who experiences, period, no matter how they identify. And there you have it. 10 period myths officially busted. Periods are, a normal healthy part of life, and it's time we stop believing outdated myths that make us feel ashamed or confused. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And let me know in the comments, what's the widest period myth you've ever had? Until next time, stay informed, stay confident,